फीडबैक तो कोई एक पिक्चर को हम कर सकते हैं क्या हमारा हेलो रोशनी लंबी हुई रौनक लग
लंबी होगी हाँ रोहन कमिंग go play
रौनक नहीं छोड़ेगा
I'm excited about your hosting
I'm
nervous excited you're smooth
लाइट लगे थे टॉयज लेके जाएगा
नहीं लेके जा रहा पापा को मैं कहीं नहीं लेके
मैं नहीं जा रहा कहीं
हाँ बेटा
जाओ रौनक रोशनी को ले जाओ
मैं तरुण श्रुति एकदम स्लीक स्मूथ है यार कॉन्टैक्टिंग विद हिम दिस कपल इज टू मच oh my god I look at a couple and sometimes I think when should I talk or not by the time Tarun is already talking
तो बड़ा बड़ा कॉम्प्लीमेंट है प्रकाश आ रहा है मतलब
वही तो कल दो कपल के साथ ऐसा हुआ एक बार ऐसे निकल गया मैं बोला अच्छा ठीक है अगली बार देखता हूँ अगली बार पहुंचने से पहले तरुण तो नंबर ले चुका है कल वो कपल को चेकआउट काउंटर पे ही कांटेक्ट कर लिया
ए इधर रौनक
हे टिक टॉयज
वो पता नहीं आजकल क्यों ये चल रहा है प्रकाश यानु वो एक फेज आता है शायद ये 2-3 फेज से मैं देख रही हूं नहीं अभी थोड़ी मुझे लगता है नहीं वो नहीं जा रहा नहीं जैसे टॉपिक बिजी कर दो तो भूल जाएगा उसका भी बच्चों के साथ ऐसे एक फेज आता है उसका निकल जाता है
अच्छा तरुण तुम्हारा लिंक वही है तरुण तुम्हारा लिंक वही रहेगा हाँ लिंक वही रहेगा लिंक चेंज होता रहता है क्या
हां डायनामिक
अच्छा
चको 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 काओ ये
सेम ही है देखिए चल रहा है वो पुराना वाला आ रहा है चल रहा मेरा शर्ट दिख रहा है तुम्हारा भी मेरा शर्ट दिख रहा है गुड इनफ लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस अप शो
What's this?
That's it.
This is doggy.
Pico है जाओ किलो
This is wow. Hi को अच्छी लगी कुर्सी
इनका प्रतिभा आपका देखा मैंने एडवर्टाइजमेंट देसी का उसमें क्या सुपर है यार वो।
क्या पता है चेल्सी ग्रुप में
वो जो
एक लेडी का रिस्पॉन्ड किया ओह वाओ
एक ये जो बनाया स्क्रैप बुक उसका
अच्छा वो अलग में हो ना आप अलग दिखा
क्या ऊपर उठा लो
like it is something $100 worth item.
हां टाइम एफर्ट भी
और कौन सा है? क्या हाल है?
बढ़िया बताओ
शाम को मैं एक नया ऐप डाउनलोड किया हाँ फायदा ये सब प्रिंट लेगा वो हार्ड वाला नहीं डाला प्रिंट लेना और एक बॉर्डर डाला हाँ रिप्लाई क्या आया
ओह तो ये क्या थोड़ा बैक चल रहा है क्या? हाँ
टाइगर का है?
क्या हो गया
नहीं थोड़ा एंगल देखो इसको यहाँ पे रखने से बेटर है क्या?
पिछली बार तो यही था
नहीं यहाँ था बट हाइट होगा तो थोड़ा बेटर होगा मुझे लगता है।
पिछली बार चेयर पे था
हाँ चेयर
मैंने बोला था चेयर पे रखने के ना बिकॉज ऊपर से कुछ तो इशू हो रहा है
नहीं ऊपर मतलब यहाँ रखेंगे उधर नहीं।
अच्छा उसमें तो बाकी सामान भी रहेगा ना
नहीं तो वो चेयर में रख सकते हैं ना।
वो बेसिकली भी बनता है मुझे लगता है कि खाली ऑनलाइन ही आता है ऐसा सब उसमें ऐसा हो सकता है।
मैं सोच रही थी मैं आपसे पूछूंगी कि आप कहाँ से वीडियो एडिटिंग वगैरह ऑलरेडी करता है मुझे टॉय डम
Excited for you.
We were at 7:30.
अच्छा देखो
We were at 1:30.
jokes out here.
don't. I need to tell her to help me out last time. What's your name? Veda? Veda, yeah. No, today Mansi will tell you. You'll be ready for the answer.
कल वो नितिन को पूछेंगे Isaiah and
Italian
सात्विक कहाँ है? सात्विक
अरे कैदी छूट गए
ये ना पूरा ये है स्पॉट नहीं यार स्पॉट उसमें डायलॉग तो नहीं देखे उसमें जो बच्चा दिखाया है वो यही है इसका बोलने का तरीका तो बहुत ही है देखो वो मूवी
She always takes the keys and goes away.
Open meeting place I don't know
Moti, I'll park and come. Moti, I'll park and come.
एक के ऊपर एक राइट से दे गुड एक्सेस
Yeah.
Music चल रहा है?
आपको 3 पापा इस पे
भाई स्पीकर में आ रहा है।
I came from the store because I thought if I went home, the thing is, no, the thing is like if I go home, then it's very difficult for me to reach on time over here. That's why I wanted to wear this shirt, but it was not iron. That's why I didn't wear the model.
Okay, stand up.
जोर से रो पता नहीं चल रहा रो बता भी तो चल रहा है
कैदी अंदर चलो सब कैदी चलो
I texted him to call me afterwards, but it doesn't pick up and goes late. So he should not call me.
पूरा यामा का जीता फोन ना पर यू आई विल बी
कॉल आया तो उसको
प्लीज You convinced me to reduce weight.
Tarun तो एक नया word सिखाया है। कल वाला word क्या था? तुमने बोला था? कुछ dapper नहीं है dapper जी से उसने बोला
मुझे लगता है 20
जी से होता है dapper उसने बोला मेरे को समझ नहीं आया dapper
So you want me to
मेरे को तो हम लोग इसीलिए बोले थे dapper बोल रहे हैं क्या
call the party?
dapper मुझे तो पता ही नहीं तो वही मैं भी देख रहा हूँ
Math, meat and
If you want, I can also
हाँ देख रहा हूँ ना सर व्यावसायिक मतलब प्रोफेशनल मतलब एक ढंग हाँ तो प्रोफेशनल तो वही है
dressing sense.
व्यावसायिक
I'm not pushing. I'll hug you.
नहीं हाँ
ये dapper इंग्लिश ही है सर
मतलब जो बहुत वेरी शार्प वेल ड्रेस्ड का भी एक हाइलाइट
हमारे इंग्लिश में उसको प्रोफेशनल बोलते हैं कहाँ से वो क्या शर्मा गया नहीं मैं सोच रहा हूँ वर्ड कौन सा वर्ड डैपर वाला
You need to get Vidal fan, right? You also have the Vidal and Joe. You are always ready. Big
तो आप गए थे शाम को दिल्ली के लिए
बोली थी शी वाज she already kept it as
this I prepare as a snack. With milk and all. Milk and I add fruits also. That is the breakfast. Strawberry. This is strawberry flavor.
थोड़ा प्रोडक्ट इधर रखना पड़ेगा
The thing is like I just want the what and the sample.
से बात करती है
वो बहुत स्पेशली
Formulation or the tablet follow, that's all. अच्छा actually वो उसके बाद the thing is like it's only approved in US. They don't have it much in India. That's why.
all the speakers and host while you are talking they are also the audience
Okay.
थोड़ा
वहाँ भी देखना है.
like they should feel we are looking at full time. हाँ.
So why don't you keep this one over here? It's over here. This one. So even we talk on this side. Why don't you keep it over here? So
No, voice.
okay.
Capture. Let's see.
There was somebody, yeah, Murthy shooting was there.
Sai was there.
Nothing.
Today everybody was there. बाकी लोगों को देख के मैं घबरा गया. मैं नंबर
Want me to wait?
मैडम जी.
Hi folks. Myself Khoja Farhad. Who started?
Farhad.
Thank you, sir. Myself, Khoja Farhad, proudly sponsored by Murthy and Sridevi Koppu. And thank you, Murthy and Sridevi, for giving me such a good opportunity to host the place for the first time. And thank you, Shobhan and Sumita, for opening the door. I know it's very difficult to keep the house clean with the baby. And even we have a good speaker today for the place. Yeah. Okay. And Timo, I think so. He's for some reason he's not over here, but awesome agenda by him. And give a round of applause for everyone over here. Anyone new over here the first time? I think so. No one. Okay. So we have my health. Everyone, myself, host Farhad. Timer, I think the question is for some reason is not available, but we have a Sai as a timer. Then everyone is set up by Shobhan, and then for the speaker of the day, we have My Health, Nitin and Pratibha. Then myself, Ajita, My Home, Sai. Then Partner Store, I will cover the Partner Store. Then calendar is by Tarun. CDs and books can be you. Okay. Training by the wonderful couple, Sanjay and Julie. And at the end, Murthy and Sridevi for coming at like giving just session like how to build a business and etc. Okay, so let's have one joke. Okay. Okay, Mr. Blue lives in a blue house. Okay, Mr. Pink lives in a pink house. Mr. Brown lives in a brown house. Who lives in the White House?
The president.
The president. Okay, the other one. A man was doing his job when his suit was torn. Why did he die 3 minutes later? 3 minutes later. He was doing his job. When his suit torn, he died after 3 minutes. What's the reason? When his suit is torn, yeah, after 3 minutes he died.
Second day postpartum report.
No, the answer is he was an astronaut. When he was doing the work outside on the moon, he died when his suit torn out.
Hey, this is too much.
Okay. Awesome. For the My Health topic, we have Nitin and Pratibha. This young couple, they are building a business too fast. Like having a 14 contacts last phase and having 2 babies, taking care of them. Even they started making their babies like help them and start the business. Even the daughter, I think so, she helped them in getting contacts. So this is how the business is built. And even proud of Nitin, he came to my house when there was open meeting just to drop the cables. And he told me, wish me all the best because everyone is a team, part of a team, right? So even they are a cross line, up line, down line, anything. You need their help in some or the other way. Even I was sitting here, Chris Joe helped me in getting my prospect in Louisiana. So this is how his business is built. So thank you, Nitin and Pratibha, and please help me welcome Nitin and Pratibha for the topic myself.
Thank you for all awesome words. So, hello friends, we are Nitin and Pratibha, proudly sponsored in business by known couple Prakash Nanu and the team of tutor going Soman and Sumita and coaching guided by the Murthy and Sridevi. So today we have a topic of the My Health, we have the Body Key range of product. So basically, Body Key range is the neutral. It is by the Neutralite, and they have developed it. They created this range of product for the weight management. So basically, in this one we have they're calling it 4 plan, Body Key by 4.
Four
Right?
step.
4-step plan. And I'll just want to show you the video we have on this one. It's around 1 minute video. What's 4-step plan?
There are so many choices to make. Hundreds of choices. All unique to you. Some are better than others, but they all shape your life and your body. Making better choices is the key to managing your weight. Body Key 4 Plan makes that simple. Just make 4 better choices every day. Delicious choices. A Body Key bar instead of a bagel. A Body Key shake instead of a drive-thru. A Body Key snack instead of candy. Add exercise and you get 4. 4 better choice to fit your day in any combination that works for you. It's your life. It's your plan. Choose what works for you. Make 4 better choices every day. Body Key.
Oh, so very excited for the Body Key 4 plan. So with that, I would like to invite my wife Pratibha to talk more
Yeah,
about the
as
product
the
range.
video was self-explanatory, but still, I think we all were part of the team which were focused on losing lot of weight. And so this is one of the key range of products by Nutrilite, and generally they have lot of things which offers a variety of shakes, bars as well as snacks, and to help us managing the weight while providing satisfying the taste as well as filling snacks also. And we all can make these better choices because these are not as you don't have to follow or restrict or just stop intake of food, but you can just replace or make few better choices to help in getting shape, getting your body in shape. And they are very low calorie, convenient. Main thing is they are very convenient, easy to carry. If sometimes in your house there are no cereals also, you can just rely full day on Body Key. They have lot of products right from your breakfast. You can replace your lunch as well as your evening snacks plus dinner also you can replace. And it just take away the guesswork out of that, because it comes, one of the product comes as a jump start kit also, which has inherent gene testing also, so that will exactly tell you which part of food, which type of food, whether it's carb or fat, what you have to reduce. So there's no guesswork. Many people, they follow the diet just based on guesswork, that sometimes they totally reduce the fat without knowing that what is actually increasing their weight. So, and the results are very long lasting because there are no such type of means they are not medicines. We have some people, they use steroids and all to control the weight, so those are good for a short term, but it may be harmful for a long term, and then after you stop taking, the increase in weight will be too much. So instead of that, I will recommend to replace your those food or some breakfast, 1 or 2 meals also, if you means breakfast or any in a day, if you can replace, it really gives a better result. So for snacks, we for breakfast you can have meal replacement shake, which comes as a powder form also, plus it comes as a ready to drink, so which is very convenient. If there is no time, just carry one in your bag, and comes in 4 different flavors, this one, and the ready to drink comes with 2 flavors. Then we have bars, which comes as a wellness bar, which are basically nuts, so very good for minerals and all, and they have high protein plus fiber bars, especially if you are following a diet plan. So these are very good high protein. Then they have meal bars also. Sometimes if you don't want to have meal or just no time, so you can have a meal bar. Then for snacks, we have slim popcorns, plus we have tortilla chips, which has they all are gluten free and very low calorie products, and we have a pumpkin nut
The pumpkin nuts.
So lot of products I think you can survive easily for a day using these products, just taking your regular food. So with this we are done, and goals are pretty much clear. Having 2 days for the BBS is a done deal with this. One more thing I want to add, now my son also helps. He goes every day morning to show plant respect. He tells I'm going to show plant.
Awesome. So who's excited? Woo! Awesome. Awesome, Nitin and Pratibha. That was a. Any testimonies on this? Yeah.
That the way the body breaks down food is we are using, of course, fat for energy. Any unused product is stored as fat in the body. The preferential way of body burning is, first of all, it burns fat, right?
Yes.
The carbs that are not used are then converted into fat and stored in the body. So basically, we have to minimize the carbohydrate. Other than fiber, which is also sometimes considered as a form of carbohydrate, a simple carbohydrate. So body does not consume it.
Yes, discard it out.
That one is very good. The cookie plus green bar is very good in terms of carbs, and it's only 3 grams of carbs. Typically, if we see our ratio should be at least 50% carbs in our diet and 50% protein, or less, like less on terms of typically. Right, but typically the Indian food or subcontinent food that we have, we are like 80-90 in terms of carbs and 10 in terms of protein. Typically. So of course, Shruti and I, we have replaced one meal of our every day with one of these. And the nut bar has something called as mixed nut and pumpkin seeds have got something called as pumpkin seeds, which is really good for weight loss.
Awesome. Any other testimonies?
Yeah, even in our house also breakfast is totally replaced by the meal replacement shake, and I'm personal testimony of losing weight using that.
Awesome.
Even I'm using it meal replacement shake for the breakfast, and the evening snacks normally I use mixed nuts and pumpkin seeds. So it's helped me to feel very light and awake in the morning time, even in the evening too. That's good.
Awesome. So who's excited for the joke? What has to be broken before it can be used?
Coconut.
It can be an answer, but it's not an answer. Yeah. Any other?
Egg.
That's correct.
That's his answer.
Yeah.
Coconut is right also.
Coconut only right. That's why I said
Coconut is a vegetarian answer and
egg is not vegetarian answer. So who's in not?
You can boil it like, right? You peel it, you don't have to cut it, you break it, right?
But you need to break before you need to eat, right?
No,
You
but
can't eat
have
with
to
the
peel
shell.
it, right? You have to peel the shell.
Then also you need to remove the shell, right?
Two answers.
Coconut is also an answer.
Peeling is different.
Orange.
that's
Pomegranate.
This question has a multiple answer last time.
we got the same.
Okay. The second one. What starts with P and ends with E, but it contains 1,000 of letters.
Thousands of letters.
Letters, yeah.
Which
What starts with P and ends with E?
post office?
That's correct. It contains lots of letters. Awesome. Welcome. Okay. Now we have Ajita for the topic myself. Right? She was looks like that. I thought I said wrong. Okay. She actually it's very difficult to run a business with having 5 kids at home. So even
3 plus 2.
3 plus 2. 3 plus 2, yeah. And his husband is also 1 kid. He also needs to take care of that, the bigger kids, you can say. Yeah. So even his younger son, Timo, he has joined the business. That's a good way. You can the young IPO like us. That's a great opportunity. Even our kids can join the business once they get younger, right? So that's a great example by her. She has been selling like every stuff. You know, she's a retailer. Like you don't need to sell the stuff. She can make the customer like you need to buy it for yourself. That's how you need to have a leadership. Like She has a Chris, Joe, Timo, everyone like great champions in this team. So there's a great opportunity like me to welcome her over here on the stage. And please help me welcome Ajita on the stage.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Sharad, for that introduction. We are Ajita and Toast, sponsored by Vivek and Sridevi, part of Murthy and Sridevi's team. And now,
come here.
then.
Live.
And then I'm here to say about the youth extent. The Amway has three. The products that comes in the body, home, health, and beauty. So I'm talking about a beauty product. Like it's a youth extent system. So youth extent means the word itself means it helps us to keep our youth longer youth, the youth. So then it contains acrola, cherry, all those good stuff, which is good. And Amway research a lot, and then I have sold around like the face cleanser and scrub and all, like around 28 pieces. 28 face wash and the scrub. I was just looking, I write everything. Then I told Moti, hey, I sold around 28 this thing, face wash and scrub. So because, and somebody bought, yesterday I sold this, the third time one lady brought from me. That means she loves it, no? That's the product is so nice. Once we use, and this thing is sampling. There's a small youth extent face wash. We get that thing. So or the face wash we use the youth extent, we can share to our co-workers or friends. Hey, try this. If you like, only you buy. They surely love it and they order it. They are so happy. They're saying, oh, thank you so much. And then this is cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. It's a system. For the ideos, it's 108. And for the oily skin, it's lotion. Just remember, oil is like lotion. No? Oily skin, it's lotion. And the dry skin, it's this cream. And the moisturizer has this thing, SPF 15 also. So it protects this thing. And then there is one more thing. And the PV is high PV. And the margin is also, when we retail it, it's like more, we get more money, the retail margin. And then one product in this range is this thing, the serum concentrate. It is a very good product. It's the best seller. And in the Amway, in the news we see, in the media about Amway products, the serum concentrate is the hero. Like this, talk a lot about the serum concentrate. And always, whenever I get orders, I just ask the team members, for the Houston team, everybody helps me by providing this youth extent product. And then if you sample this to a lady, for men also you can retail. It's not only the health product. Because everybody, the basic thing is face wash, face clean and oily skin, dust clean face wash. It's very good for retailing, and we are helping the people for all those stuff. And the moisturizer is so nice and protective, enriching moisturizer and enriching lotion. And this is a door opener for the business, and gradually they might become IDO by using these beautiful products. And the youth extend, the name itself is, and thank you. That's it.
All right.
Awesome. See, this is how you can make money. If you don't want to make money, then have a seat at home. You don't need to do anything. Just give a sample. You can. If you don't want to sell a customer, just give them a sample. If they like it, they are going to buy it. It's not like $3, $4 sample. That don't cost you much money. But if they become your regular customer, you make money from them, right? You get a PV point, you get everything. You get a money back from them, right? So this is how the business is running. And a big round of applause for Ajita. Now it's time for another joke. What? Any testimonies on this one? I think so, no testimony.
No, there should be testimony. Any ladies or guys will give testimony.
Yeah.
Of course, being from India, right? Especially, we were not used to using any three-system process: cleanser, toner, moisturizer. So after joining the business, also I did not understand why three, right? But consistency use of all three in sequence created a big difference, because right now it's been few years using, when we see ourselves with our friends who are not in the business, not using any product, they may be using only some cleanser or something. They don't have education or they're not using it. We could see a clear difference. Of course, vitamins also there, but skin also you can see the glow, you can see the texture and everything. So I would recommend definitely, if you are not used to, use all three consistently for a couple of months. You will see the difference, will not go back.
Awesome. And
Okay. So the toner in the youth extend system, because a lot of toners what we get in market are alcohol based. So when you apply it on your face, so it will give you like a tinge sort of thing on your face, and you feel like, okay, my face is getting clean. But this one is made up of oats, so which is very gentle on your face, and it's really very important to use toner. It just takes 30 seconds, but we are like, okay, in the morning we won't use it, but it just takes 30 seconds to use it, because when we use face wash, it takes out the dirt and our pores are empty. So it's very important to close those pores by using the gentle toner. So this is really nice toner, and it's very gentle and gives your face a shine also. If you I've seen a video, if you apply it, if you really have time someday, so you can apply 7 layers of this toner, one by one. When it's give 50 seconds for one layer to dry out, and then apply it 7 times. You don't need to do anything like facial and all for good months, because it just gives your face a natural shine.
Awesome. So who's excited? Okay, it's another joke. I think you must be knowing, but still. What's belong to you, but is used more by others? Your phone. Who was the phone? No one gives your phone.
Number.
Yeah, number can be used. Okay, I am tall when I am young. Okay, and I am short when I am old. What am I?
Like jumping button.
That's correct.
No. Anyone? It's a candle. Not I am not.
Reason we are not.
Google is smarter than me.
It is joke. This is serious.
Okay. Now for my home, we have a champion in the room, sitting over here next to me, Sai. See, the business is run by everyone, but to run in a team, that you need to learn by. Every time you see a new prospect in an open meeting, or he is showing a plan to the prospect every time. He has many goals in his life, I think, so he must have some goals. The goal, that's the main option where you think why you want to build this business. So please help me welcome Sai on the stage.
Thank you, Farhad, for those awesome words. Hello everyone, this is Sai Tadimeti, proudly sponsored in this video by Sundar and Shobha, because guided by Shobhan and Sumita. Today I'm here to talk about multi-purpose cleaner and the wipes. Coincidentally, these are the first products which I've ever come across, even before I was in the business. So when my uncle was in business in India, this is the first product my mom bought from him, and we used it, and my mom liked it very much. Like in India, we have a granite floor and the granite skirting as well. So we used to wipe it once every 2 months, but the dirt would never go off completely. But this one with a lot of dilution, according to the manual, how you are supposed to use it is use 1 cup for 500 ml of water. It took off all the dirt from it, and I was very surprised. Then no one ever had to tell Amway products work or don't work. So we used it on a lot of things. My mother is a cleanliness freak, so we used to use it to clean the table, glass surfaces. It can be used on any washable surface. So it's a very good product. It's biodegradable, and it's EPA certified. So amazing product. And since you can't carry that bottle everywhere, but you can carry wipes. So these wipes are basically soaked in that multi-purpose cleaner. So you can carry them anywhere, and say suppose you are eating something and food spilled on your shirt or your coat, you can just use it as your basically your primary, like first aid. Before you actually go put it in a wash or use a pre-wash, you can wipe it off and preserve your clothes. And it's very gentle on hands as well, so it doesn't harm your skin. With this, I'm done. My goals are pretty much clear. Have at least 2 more couples to BBS. Thank you very much for being here.
Awesome website. And any testimonies on this?
Multi-purpose cleaner is one of my favorite products. You can use it for any purpose basically. If you don't have detergent, anything you can use. Plus wipes with kids, it's really very convenient, and it's there everywhere. One in car, one in my bag. So because
you have multiple wipes.
Yeah, and you can use it at multi-purpose places.
Yeah,
multi-purpose cleaner, same like Sai. I was using from India only, and then on the sofa, the stains come on the sofa, just take it highly concentrated from the bottle only and put it like this, and after like 5 minutes, the stain, you can remove the stain also. And the dishwasher, the dish drop, if it's finished, we can use for dishwashing and the cloth washing. I use for all these purposes, when the detergent finished, cloth washing, dishwashing. Yeah, it's multi-purpose. And if it's finished, if the multi-purpose is finished in my home, I'm so upset. No.
Yeah, you need to do more work to clean it.
Countertop, it's so nice.
So basically, it's useful for singles. Those who don't want to wash every time, you need to use this one. So even after 3 days, you can remove the stain. Okay. So who's excited? Woo! Now, another joke. Okay. I have keys, but no locks. I have space, but no room. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? That's correct.
She read all the Google.
Yeah, she has done all. Actually, she must be trained because she has already used so many riddles in the space.
Yeah, this was very intellectual.
Yeah, we have another champion for the
interview questions.
Everyone over here.
You know answer.
She must be knowing the answer.
Okay, Piyu, come on.
What you call me? I have 4 edges and I have 4 vertices.
Start again.
And you can read me.
Can you start again?
I have 4 edges and 4 vertices. What am I?
I have 4 edges and 4 vertices. What am I?
4 edges.
Yeah, 4 vertices. What am I? What is a corner?
Even
I don't know.
Laptop.
Okay, what is it?
It's a phone.
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 No one will. Even awesome. Even she asked me one more riddle before everyone came over here.
No, edges are sides.
Even when I came, she gave me one more riddle. What am I? I don't have a leg and I don't have a hand. Who am I?
Nick, which week?
I also don't know. You also didn't give me the answer. Okay. Now for my partner store, Kushan was unable to come over here, so I will cover the topic. Partner store. I think the Best Buy is the partner topic. See, whatever you buy, Amway is the first company you get more. You get a discount for sure. You get a discount, but you also get a money back from your preview, right? So we are partnered with multi-purpose store like Best Buy, Office Depot, Parts. I think the Home Depot. Yeah. And then Best Buy, Apple Store. Now Apple Store is nowhere partner except Amway, right? The reason is Amway. The Amway is I think the 60 billion company, right? 60 more billion company. So you need to have some reason why Apple is a partner with such a big company, right? So you need to think why the business is good. Okay? The Best Buy, you buy something, you get some previews, right? The reason is the best reason I suggested my friend to buy a laptop from Best Buy using my card. So what I get a $50 cashback plus I get a PV point. So he didn't make any profit, but at least I make a profit by using that points, right? So that's how you need to deal with everything. Even Amway credit card, the Bank of America, they give you, right? No matter you use it or someone else use it, but you get a point. So that's how the partner store helps in our business to grow. Okay, so I think so that should be it. And then we have Tarun for the calendars, and I think I have so many to say about Tarun and Shruti. They have been growing the business too fast, and Tarun, he is one of the best friends. Whenever he comes over here, I was sitting over here, and he come house for us. We are excited for your PACE. This is the first PACE meeting. So this is how you need to greet your the downline or whatever you say, the new IBOs, to motivate them. Even they are new in the business, you know that you need to grow. You need to help them in the grow the business. So the leadership skills you can get by this way. Even I am standing over here, Murthy and Shudevi must help me in speaking. He must help me out how to speak, how to represent yourself. So this is how the leadership skills work. So please help me to welcome Tarun on the stage.
This is the first time Farhad is hosting. How many of you think he's doing a great job? Please give him another round of applause. I'm excited to share about the calendar for this week. There are two major events coming up. Can anybody recollect what those are? Two major diamonds coming to Houston. Thursday there is an open meeting, ECS e-commerce seminar by TD and Suparnadatta, Founders Diamond. Last time I remember we took a few guests to their open and they were sign-ups, right? And this is what, after 4 years that they are doing an open meeting in Houston. So wonderful opportunity for that. And on Saturday, coming Saturday, of course, check with your upline whether there's going to be a home meeting before that. But next Saturday there's going to be a BBS, that is the Business Building Seminar. It's an exhaustive seminar where you get all the knowledge. A lot of things that could have done, what your uplines could have told you in small chunks. Those 4 hours, you will get all those ideas. Broken down into 2 sessions, each one equally important. The first part is where they will share the mechanics of the business, and the second part is where they will share their story. So wonderful opportunity. They both come from a very credible background. Ramesh Santanakrishnan, he's a PhD in mathematics, or a master's in mathematics, double master's mathematics and MIS. And his wife, she has an education background in physics, and she's a professional dancer by background. So a wonderful couple. Definitely check with the person who's invited you to know more about them, and listen to their CD. If you're doing it, listen to the CD. That will give you a lot of insight on what trouble they took before building this business. And of course, the event where it will all be set up, harbinger for getting people to these particular ECS, the places where we take advantage, is the Sunday phone team. So check with the person who's invited you, or check with your upline. There are multiple phone teams to be happening over here in Houston area. There's 3 or 4 of them. And with that, we are done. And back to our awesome host, Mahal.
So everyone please check with your upline. Even I'm going to check with my upline Murthy and Sridevi about the 4th Feb, I think, so the meeting. 3rd Feb, yeah, the meeting. So even the IBOs are online. So they can be off, they can even sit at home, they can do their work while they're online, because they want to learn how to grow their business, right? The IBOs, they are doing a lot of work. They're sitting online, they're watching how to say, how to represent yourself. Why they do that? You need to learn. Like any testimony, when you meet your customer, how do you testify how it's working, right? So you need to help. You need to have something. Even I went to the Memphis FED, right, and the Dallas, the winter conference, right? So I need to chop it down everything, because you don't know when this wording by the great leaders would help you out in the future, right? You will be on the stage one day with a diamond, double diamonds, right? So you need to guide the new IBOs. Why would they come to just see you? Why would they spend $160 just to see? The reason is you. So just find out what you want to say or how you want to deal, right? So I think so. We have like books and CDs. So for books and CDs, for CDs we have Arun and Shudevi Sethi, and then for CDs Chris Joy and Shoban, and I thought Vivek is also CD Arun and Vivek. Okay, yeah. Books. Sorry, recognition. My bad. Okay. How many of you got recognized today in the job? Anyone? No, but over here you get recognized every week, right? So whenever there is space, you get recognized. So anyone with a 14 plus contacts? Sai. Oh, round of applause for Sai. Shobhan. Then Prakash. Yeah. Awesome. See, these are the champions. They know how to build the business, right? So. Yeah, Tarun and Shruti. Yeah, awesome. So this out. Okay. Yeah. So we have 5 new recognition today. So even you don't recognize yourself in the business, you are doing yourself over here. Any long distance for show the plan or something like this? Long distance travel in the big Shobhan, I think. Yeah, Chicago and Detroit. Okay. Awesome.
Show more than 3 plans also.
Yeah. Anyone shows more than 3 plans? Shobhan. Yeah, Murthy. Murthy and Shobhan. Okay. Any retailing? Retails, any retail?
Yeah, I retail couple of products. Glister paste, youth texture, face cleanser, then mango pineapple excess and protein powder and then
So much, I need to chop down everything. Awesome. I think Vivian also did retail for like 140 PV something, but she was unable to present over here. So big round of applause.
She did one dish liquid.
Awesome. Awesome.
2 months back.
Awesome. Awesome side. So big round of applause for yourself. Okay. Anyone with 2 or more sign-ups? Okay, anyone with a sign-up?
Pressure.
See, you need to set up more goals.
Right?
One sign-up is enough. What if we have 2 or more? Right? It's super awesome. Okay.
we have one sign up the most.
Awesome. Awesome. So our leaders are also working to build a team. Okay. So now we have for CDs and books. For books, we have Chris Joe and Shobhan, and for CDs we have Arun, Sridevi, and Vivek. Right? Yeah. So please help me to books or CDs. Anyone? No. Okay. Please help me to welcome on the topic CD, Arun. Arun is a great champion. You know, when you have a friend, you need to learn everything from him, right? We haven't been in the FED. He was with me all the time. Okay. I know I didn't have any new ideas or new sign up before that, but during the FED I have 2 sign up, right? But Arun, he was always there standing beside me. Hey man, you are the champion. You're good. So this is how the leaders work. This is how you need to recognize each and every person. So please help me welcome Arun.
Thank you Farhad for those awesome words. How's Farhad doing the host? Is it awesome? Alright, I am talking on the CD BWW1838. This is building up your belief. This is one of the classics. I like it. He talks about all the belief, how you build it up. So moreover, he talks, I'll just cover more on the important pointers what he talks about. It's all about you are not in the business for just getting started. You have to come out flying colors. This Amway business is your film footing in your life, and now this is a chance to move the world. This is the successful business where you can maintain the legacy of generations. So he talks about lot many things. If you sponsor an IBO and teach him or her to do 100 PV in this business, you should have a knowledge about all the products. But in order to duplicate the people all over the world, then you should have the leadership qualities. So bigger the pens, you have the bigger business because they have learned the leadership. Your uplines can multiply your efforts to build the business. Never underestimate the power in yourself. So he talks about more on the margins in the business. Margin of personal development and developing grace, margin of creativity. He talks about also about sticking to the BWW principles. How you are there building up the business with the patients, treating the downlines in the business world. So he talks about multiple things. Don't give the excuses that you have in unique situations. So pins have no choice than to chase you. So pin will chase you and you will chase the pin. But pin is after effect of work ethic and leadership. So don't speak that pin is far away. Speak that you already have the pin. That's the main thing I got caught with this CD. With that, I guess you should hear it again and again, probably to build up what should you have to build your business, and what have to be made corrected if there is anything missing. Probably this is the thing I would let you know about it, about the CD. And the other thing is coming to my goals, pretty much making a couple more people in inviting a couple more people in the BWW business building seminars. That's the main thing, and that's it.
Awesome. So you need to learn everything from your leaders, right? Even the Ganesh, the double diamond, he said once, it's not what we see in you, it's whether what you see in yourself. So you need to identify how you want to build your business, right? No, it doesn't matter what Murthy think of me or what Shobhan's think of, but what am I thinking about myself? That's more important. What I am standing right now. After 5 years, where am I? On the stage, right over here. You need to identify yourself. So just listen to CDs. We have a great system, BWW, to make yourself a master's, double master's, PhD, everything you can do with BWW, right? So get yourself involved in CDs and everything. The next speaker I want to welcome Shri Devi. She has been handling the house. She has a daughter, I think so, right? Yeah, two daughters. Yeah. So it's not.
Husband.
Yeah, one husband. Yeah, and it's more difficult to handle a husband than a daughter, right? Yeah, extra stress.
Scientist husband, so that's
Scientist husband. Yeah. So if you need to do any scientific work, you need to ask him, right? So the business is this how it works. It's a family work, right? So they have a family to grow the business. Now Sai Neha is also the part of the team. She's also trying to build the business. Jones is a part of his team. Everyone. So
you need not to catch.
Yeah. Yeah. The best thing about Sai Neha is she always represents her father in. When you look at Sai Neha, you think like Vivesh is standing in front of you and talking about it. Right? The last before that, the whole page meeting, she was the host, I think, right? The awesome. It was, she's just like 1 or 2 months in the business, but she has the capability to represent herself in the business, right? So this is how it works. So please help me welcome Sridevi in the.
Hi, this is Sri Sridevi Shakti, proudly sponsored by Murthy and Sridevi Shakti. Thank you for those awesome words. And I am talking about CD 2008. In Kumar and Shivaram Anjali's CD, and in this CD, Kumar is explained about how to build the business and how you have to maintain your personality and everything. In this, he said the real issue is not the distribution of wealth; it is a distribution of self-image. When you distribute self-image, the more you do, the more you know. And one more thing, he said, be a victor, not a victim. And another thing is be still and know your God. Peace comes from within. Be still is about being still and calm inside. This is the one. I'm done.
Awesome. See, this how it works. She must be giving her time every day to read books and CD. Every day you will see 1 or 2 posts in the group, right? That's how you just need to give 15 minutes, just 15 minutes, like whatever you learn, you just need to post. You just need to keep in mind how to build your business, right? Books and CDs every month, I think so. You get books from the BWW system. Right? Why they give you? They won't give you, right? But they want you to develop. They want you to read, to grow, right? This is how the business is going to work and grow. Okay. And the next speaker, I think Sridevi and Vivek, they are growing the business like boom. Like everyone wants to grow their business like, even I want to start my business like this. He's a scientist. He has a good job. Why you want to do like this, right? but still he want to have his passive income. He wants to what if he don't have a job? So you need to think about the future, right? One age you will get retired, so you need to get money from somehow, right? So Vivek is setting a big example like us. Even in the phone meeting, we have he opened the door for us, snacks and everything. Even Chris Joe and everyone did a great job. But please help me welcome Vivek on the stage.
Wow, wow. I don't know, I'm speechless actually. I think this is first time for us is actually hosting the press meeting, and he has so many twists and for every ideas. And definitely I got recognized today by Farhad. Not a court, but definitely. Thanks for raising the bar for 2 or 3 abuse sign up. I think. That's amazing. So hi folks, who is excited today? Right, so this is Vivek and Sridhar Vishwati, proudly sponsored with the phenomenal couple Murthy and Sridhar Kapoor. Thank you Murthy for the opportunity to talk about the CD. So I'm going to share one of the important CDs that actually came out very recently by Ray and John Miller. Okay? And I mean he talks about the important unseen quality of our business. See, when you go to conference, right? When you come to the associations or other meetings, so you are all excited, right? You see a lot of people excited, pumped up, and a lot of people don't observe one of the things is actually a lot of power that is hidden in these conferences. Okay, the power is not seen directly, but it can be understood how much power we have in our system in terms of the association, in terms of the leaders. It's a very powerful system. The one of BWW system is very powerful. Okay? Everybody will agree with that. So what he says, you have to hang around with the positive people. You have to have that kind of, you have to maintain that power constantly. When you go to conferences or when you come to this association, you always hang around with successful people, good people. Okay, and the one of the thing that you look in people that are around you is their good behavior, good character, right? So that's what we choose in this business. When you go out for contacting, for example, you actually look at good qualities, how to actually compliment him, how to break the ice, something like that. So you are always looking good things about other people. That is which is very very important in our business. Okay, and that's how we develop this business. And you need to have very good you need to have very good relationships, right? You should not have any toxic relationships. Again, that is going to impact your power. It's going to substitute your power. Okay. And the final thing he says is you need to identify the source of your own power. Okay. Nobody is going to tell you, because each and every person is different. Their background is different. Their personality is different. So only the person you can identify the source of power within, because the power is within you. It's not anywhere else actually. So we continue to find it and bring it out and show some results. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Murthy, for the opportunity again, and back to awesome host for her.
See, even our leaders are learning everything, right? So why won't we? Okay. Ganesh, our double diamond, our mentor, everything. He must be reading a book. He must giving 15-20 minutes, right, to his business. He don't need to put much effort like us, but at least he need to put some effort, right? So this how you need to learn from each and every one. I think so. Now next topic is on the books, and I want to welcome Shobhan on the stage. He is one of the fastest growing business owner. I think so. He has like one of the mentor for me. Last time we went to Murthy. Murthy was out. He just went to pick him up on the airport, and I don't know, he must be coming over there. But suddenly he came over there to show a plan to my prospect, one of my prospects, and the way you learn from them, the Murthy was explaining at the end when he put some effort. She was like, "Wow, how this business is running? Why everyone, doctors, scientists, everyone, why they are getting involved in the business?" So the way you need to contact the new contacts, right? But how to make them started, how to show the plan. You need to learn from leaders like them, and both of them are. I think Shobhan and Sumita both are building their business like a rocket, you can say. So please help me to welcome Shobhan and Sumita. Shobhan on the stage.
And I was wishing Farah should go. I felt like he's inviting me for wrap up. It was so intense. Thank you, Farah. But one thing I observed, of course, he came early and he was like, "Shobhan, I'm outside. If you need any help, just call me." I was like, amazing. He said, "So much of traffic, Shobhan." But I said, "How can you come 30 minutes early? So much of traffic." No, I saw the traffic. I planned early. I did not go home. I directly came from work. Right? Give a round of applause to him. I mean, how he took seriously his first opportunity to host. He's doing awesome job. But I'm especially liking how many things he remembered from Ganesh, and so many things he's adding, right? And to the tea, it's amazing. But yeah, of course, guys wanted to share about this book again. If not this business, forget about any book reading. But at least several months of only buying, not reading. Eventually, I caught up. So. But this is an amazing program. I would recommend if you are new, you are not part of it, learn extra $50 you can invest on your education, right? And I read somewhere that if you invest 10% of your monthly income to your education back to your skill development, the return will be 30 times. But very rarely people do those kind of investment, right? So of course, our standing order book, amazing book. Somehow a lot of books are coming in productivity area, which is helping a lot. But January standing order book. So I was reading. The best part is this revolves around a lot of concept around why. Why to do this, and it's not only giving the tools, also giving doing these things to be more productive. Something he was telling which kind of resonated with me so well. I say that there are many definitions of success. Sometimes we look at people and we define success. Okay, somebody is wealthy, somebody is having fame or whatever. So author is saying that so many different definitions of success. Everybody has their own definition. Everybody should have their own definition. But the challenge is, not that people are not achieving their defined success. Challenge is people are not defining their success, right? We are looking other success and kind of benchmarking where we are. That's one of the biggest issues. So it is quite right, and it says something very nice, which we see in our association also. Sometimes some of the MBOs come and they speak their goal very loud and clear. And when they speak, there is no stutter, you see the confidence. Because the author is saying that it's, goal speaking is very good, but most of the time we fail to define it in our mind. We are not that clear, that's why the words doesn't support. If you tell yourself and you are very clear what your goal is, it's very easy to say, right? And the one statement I'll end with, when you have dream and passion, the world seems to be a full of possibility, right? Ali also said in one of the CD, if you are asking questions continuously, the books will answer them, right? But if we don't have clarity on what we are trying to achieve, there will be no thirst of and knowing the answer. Then the same book would feeling same textbook makes a guy 4.0, same textbook people also put, right? So yeah, I'm very excited to share about this book. With that, back to a phenomenal book for us.
Now, we have another speakers on the book. It's Prakash. Awesome book. He is one of the like a member in the team, like New York, who is a 12 runner, I think so, right? He is qualified for the 12 run. And even my goal is to get qualified soon if I work like him. See, it's too difficult to build like the champions like them to have in a room. He is one of the most qualified, I think so. Like a 12 runner, you need to do a lot of work. You need to show plans. With 2 kids, it's too difficult, right? Even if I have a kid, if I handle a kid, where would I go? How would I deal with them, right? So you need to find out time. Even sometimes after his job, he directly went for the new context, right? He didn't reach the home. The reasons he want to set a goal, he want to set a lifestyle for his children. Why is doing this? He's doing for his kid, right? So this is how you need to think about your future. And that's all. And please help me welcome Prakash on the stage.
Awesome, folks. Thank you so much for the awesome words. I guess I go from my office directly for context, but I work from home, so that's actually so I go directly. Okay, I just put on my dress, so I can. Okay, but awesome. Big round of applause for Sir Farhad for great. For first time, seriously, I was also scared. I think I do remember first time, but it's amazing how you've done today. Okay, but folks. Very excited to share about this. Is last month starting out a book. He's written by one of our Indian authors, and of course, good read. Okay, initially I thought the way he started the book, it felt like almost like Indian soap opera kind of suspense, and the way he narrated everything. Okay, but towards the end, basically the author is somebody who has a passion in helping people get out of their traumas and basically live a happier and healthier life. So toward the end, and this is something that I really started liking the way he's conveying the message. So this chapter which I was reading about is says just do it. Basically, now is the time, right? And a couple of paragraphs I will just share if that makes sense, right? It says a successful and deeply joyous life ultimately is a collection of small and unique experiences. So miracle to happen, create some unique experiences on the way, right? And the more unique experiences you'll have, your life will become more and more interesting. Okay, so hence seek opportunities. Don't be afraid of failing. Go out and try new things, and even if you fail, at least you create some good experience. Okay, remember, and he said this is very important line. Remember, whatever stagnates, it rots and stinks. Okay, so momentum is the name of the game. Okay, keep moving towards whatever you want to achieve. Okay, one more thing quickly want to share is, and this is something that I heard long back. My dad follows somebody, a spiritual guru, and he also shared this. Is when God gives you a desire, He gives you resources to fulfill that right around you. He doesn't keep you somewhere else. Okay, He'll keep you right around you. It's naturally, if you take an example, when a human being resides somewhere, He has water around him. He has got food around him. Everything what he needs is around him. Okay, that's how it is placed. So the same thing he says, when when universe guides you, okay, that it gives you a dream. Okay, it also provides you. That's a statement. That's the same similar line. When universe guides, it also provides. As odd as it may sound, have complete faith in the universe. Okay, when you are on your path of your goals or purpose, it will help with everything that you require at the right time. Okay, so when I read this, and this basically resonates with what I heard from parents and long back, and certainly a very good book if you read more. Okay, a lot. So very, very, very good book. I would highly recommend it. With this, folks, my time is up, and back to phenomenal books.
Even I want to add something like from the book Magic of Thinking Big. Like the hope is a start. You have a hope, right? But your hope needs at least an action to start your hope, right? You have a goal, but you don't need anything to get your goal, right? So it's useless. So that's how the author Dr. David says. Your hope is a start, but your hopes need an action to start. Okay, and for the training, we have the best couple, like say in the room, Sanjay and Julie. Now Sanjay is from, I think so, he's basically from different state, but he has been in the Gujarat for longer time. So it's like my state people, right? He speaks Gujarati. Yeah, Bhavnagar, I think so. Alright, he's from, but long time he moved over here. So when you see a country people from the same states to speak in Gujarati, you feel like homely, right? So every time whenever he meets in like my home language, Gujarati. How are you? How are you doing? How is business is going? Yeah, Kemcho. That means how are you? Yeah. So even we have different folks who speak in mother language. So this how the IBOs and the prospect, they feel good when you meet them, greet them in their own language. If you meet a people like me, if you greet me in Gujarati, I would be happy to see a person, right? Yeah. So even when Murthy met me, he taught me where I'm from. This is how you need to approach the people. If you do, there was a quote: if you open your mouth, your store is open, something like that, right? So this how, just open your mouth. Your store will, your business will grow automatically.
Mouth open, shop open.
Yeah, mouth open, shop open. And please help me welcome Sanjay and Julie on the stage.
Hello friends, we are Sanjay and Julie, proudly sponsored by friends Shobhan and Sumita, and absolute blessed to be coached and guided by Murthy and Sudhir. Julie is taking care of Ahana. So, but who is excited? So we are going to talk about some of the inviting approaches. I know most of you are core here. You know, I mean A and B how to invite them. But Sunny, you are new, right? So you know difference between A, B, and C list, or not that much, right? So A list is somebody who is very close to you, maybe your brother or close friends who can just who can just come to your home and sit on the sofa. They can lie down or whatever they want to do, right? They can open the refrigerator to get a drink by themselves, right? So those people are A list. The B list is your acquaintance. You have a high hello relationship, but you know them, but you don't know much about them, right? And same likewise, they know little bit about you, but not much about you, right? And then we have C list. C list is list of people that don't belong to A or B. That is kind of everybody you don't know or you haven't met yet, right? So C list is the biggest list, right? So what I'm going to talk about is how to approach C list people about the business, right? So let's say you from going from here and while doing grocery or while hair cutting or while laundry or whatever, you meet some kind of people and you exchange number, right? So I'm going to talk about how to approach them for a business later on, right? So basically goal is to check their interest, right? Objective of the, I mean, when you make a phone call, right, to check the interest or to talk about the business, right? So when you make a phone call, right, goal is to check the interest, right? It's like this: you are a CEO of your company and you're looking for vice president or some of the president or maybe co-founder or your partners, right? So you want to have positive people, smart people, right? Ambitious people, like-minded people. They should be trustworthy, right? So goal is to check their interest, whether they're ambitious, whether they want to do something on the side. Goal is not to answer all their questions, or goal is not to make a phone call, right? The first thing is, of course, before you make the phone call, you need to get into that state of mind of making a phone call, because you are a business owner, right? So when you make a phone call, right, of course, dress sharp, right? Even though you are at your home making a phone call, but still I would encourage you to dress sharp so that you be confident, right? You feel good about yourself, right? You cannot wear pajamas and make call and have the same impact or have same confidence, right? So that's why dress sharp and have a smile while you talk and before you make a phone call as well, right? Because other person will feel your heart when you smile, right? We talk a lot to customer care representative and everybody, right? There they teach them to smile before they talk, right? Because maybe the last call was not that good, right? Because it happens. So before making the call, before picking up the call, if you smile, right? That gives positive vibes to the other person, right? Over the phone also they can feel actually, right? And have positive mind before making the phone call. I mean, you might be calling 3-4 people, and first 3 people might have said no, right? And fourth one you are kind of hesitating or kind of this guy will also say no, or right? But don't do that. I mean, have positive expectation always before you make the call, right? And that's how 4% also you call with the same excitement, same positive mind, right? And of course, you say when they pick up, right? You say hi, hello. You try to connect, right? Or you try to resume from where you left when you made the contact, right? And check their time, whether it's a good time or not. Sometimes you kind of know it's a good time because they are like talkative. They want to talk, right? So, and sometimes you feel it's not good time, right? But still you might want to check whether it's good time or not, because you don't want to talk about business when the time is not good, and you lose posture basically when you present a business, right? And of course then you say check interest, right? Check interest is again we have a lot of different scripts, right? And you can check with your upline what script to use and what basically suits your personality, right? But basically we try to check whether they are open-minded, they are looking to diversify their income, right? They are trustworthy, right? Trustworthy to meet somewhere, right? All those things you check, right? And I would like, of course, one disclaimer: whatever I talk, that I implement, and that's basically suits my personality, right? So you can check with your upline before implementing anything. You can check with your upline and work on your script or work on whatever ways you want to make a phone call, right? But check with your upline before you do anything, right? And when you do that, right, when you check other person's interest, right, whether they're open-minded or whatever, I mean, they're looking for any other opportunities or anything, right? Right, they now most of the time they might have little objections, or they might say yes also, right? So let's talk about objections, right? Some of the objections they're going to give you, right? So I mean, there are a lot of objections that can happen, but if you make enough phone calls, you know all of them. There maybe less than 10 objections you will get. Either they are like busy, or I mean, somebody approached them before, or there's certain kind of objections, right? So whatever objections, I learned from one of the CDs. You mentioned that don't worry about it. We have a program to handle that, right? But here is what you need to do, or here is what you should do. And now sometimes people say, "Oh no, tell me exactly what it is," and all, right? You don't try to answer the question over the phone, right? I mean, there are a lot of ways you can handle that. Because Murthy always says, "Oh, I mean, we try to explain a little bit here and there, but then we say it's really difficult, or it's really hard for me to explain you over the phone. It's like doing a haircut over the phone, or it's like showing blue color to a blind person, right? So why don't we get together? Why don't we meet, right? Or if you, most of the time you should take charge. Like, oh, let's do this. Let's sit over a cup of coffee, and then we can talk about the business concept. If it makes sense, right? We can take it further. We can talk about next steps. If it doesn't make sense, no big deal. We can still be in touch, right? So that way, and this is how you but a little bit you do objection handling and all, right? But then you confirm the appointment, right? The guy is ready to meet you, or the guy is ready to come to the open meeting, right? Now, confirming appointment is again, sometimes we are too happy or too excited that the guy said yes, and we know they are going to come and all, right? But still, I would encourage you to go ahead and confirm the appointment. Kind of, you challenge them whether they are accountable or not, right? So you can say you are not one of the person, right? I mean, you can say politely, no need to be rude or anything, but you can say you are not one of those person, right, who cancel the appointment at the last moment, right? And when they say yes, right? Oh no, I always come on time, or I always keep my word and all, right? Now, even though he maybe dies a little bit, but when they say yes, when they commit, right? When they feel themselves accountable, and there are high chances that they will show up, right? You will have less cancellation, right? So these are few things. I mean, this is how you make phone call. But some of the things that you should take care, right? For the most important thing is posture, right? See, you are offering a business opportunity here, right? So instead of thinking that you are giving a disease away, right? Think about it that the guy is getting an opportunity to be a successful or multimillionaire, or right, because this will help them, right? So posture is like, see, how many of you seen like kung fu or karate or anything, right? Everything, all these martial arts, they have posture to begin with, right? When you get into that posture, now if you start with the wrong posture, right, you will be defeated, you will be smacked onto your face, right? So that's why posture is very important before you. So posture comes when you know that whatever you have is of value, right? It's like this. I mean, you may not have a good business right now, or you may be new, right? But remember, one of the last conference, somebody told that, see, you may not have bigger business, but still you are the window, or you are the doorway for other person to get to where, I mean, to have an amazing lifestyle, right? He talked about like master keys to riches, right? You are that master key for him, right? So don't belittle yourself, or don't put yourself down, even though you don't have a business, right? You have something that other person needs. Other person, you can help them achieve a lot of success, right? Through this, you can help. You are the person who can introduce them to multimillionaires, right? There is no other person can do that outside, right? So that's why the posture comes from them, from that thinking, right? And sometimes people say, oh, I'm interested, but I'm busy for maybe next 2 months, right? Or I can meet you after 2 months, right? We get that. That's the usual objection. So don't say that, oh no, please meet, will take only 15 minutes, right? You are putting yourself down, right? I mean, oh please meet, or oh it will just take 15 minutes, right? Instead of that, you can have you can say that, see, I cannot guarantee if we would have still the opportunity after 2 months, right? But if you are willing to sit down for 20-30 minutes, I can explain you the details, and if it makes sense, you can slowly start engaging, slowly get started, and after 2 months when you are ready, you will get up to the speed, right? So that way you can. So instead of again, it's a posture thing, right? And sometimes people say, I'm not interested in any such deals or any such schemes, right? So you don't need to defend it, right? It's okay, right? Never mind. But thanks for being honest. And do you know anybody who is willing to earn some, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 or whatever you want to put, right? And that way you can ask for referrals, right? And sometimes people confirm, but they do not show up, right? And later on when you call, oh this happened, that happened, right? So that time you can directly ask, right? I mean, you don't need to tell that, oh that's okay, we'll meet next time, or no. Are you serious about it? It felt like at least I would have expected you to inform me, right? You can't make it. So are you serious about it? And then you can, that way the next appointment you book, right? That will be kind of confirmed appointment, right? Even if it doesn't show up, then you know he's not the guy. So don't worry about it, right? And they say the true posture comes when you are as satisfied as you get yes or no, right? That's when the true posture comes. When you are ready to walk off, or when you are ready to like close the or hang up, right? And and again, posture comes with repetitions, with practice and preparedness, right? There is a, and of course there is a thin line between posture and rudeness, right? So you'll definitely know the difference when you make enough calls, right? Initially maybe little bit you may not realize, but yeah. And never get into the answering mode, right? Because whoever questions or whoever asks questions controls the conversation, right? So it's up to you. I mean, when they ask you a question, you ask a question, right? So answer a question with a question, right? That's how you do it. And if they say, right, is it selling? You can say, great question, do you like selling? That kind of way, right? You ask a question. So even though say, oh yes, I like selling, or no, I don't like selling, right? Oh, then you will love this opportunity. Right? Because your answer remains the same, right? So that way it's and I don't know how and why, but the more calls you make, right, you get better at it. You know, you identify a person whether he's seriously interested, whether he's making excuses, right? So more calls you make, you improve a lot. And yeah, sometimes they ask for the website URL also, right? So that way you can say, we have a lot of partner websites you can go to, but otherwise we have a gated community, so you will need a account to check out the opportunity, right? And most of the time people, they are not kind of that willing to meet. They will say, oh send me over the email or online, I will check it out. If I'm interested, then I will meet you, right? Of course, it's a big red sign. I mean, that is kind of, he's controlling the conversation, right? So same. I mean, that person. If you still want to go ahead, you can say that we all our material are proprietary in nature. I cannot send you over the email, but what I can do for you. What I can do for you is I can sit with you for 20-30 minutes, and I can hand over some hard copy material. If it makes sense, then we can take it further. Again, no commitment from my side, or I'm not looking for any commitment. That way you keep the channel open, right? So you are not closing, or you are not losing the posture, right? So I think that's what pretty much I wanted to discuss, and hope I added some value with that. Yeah, with that, I want to invite my wife Julie. Of course, very proud of her wearing different hats right now parents at home, but still going out for contacting, still on top of books and CDs, right? And again taking care of Ahana also. So yeah, I know it's not easy job, but she's managing everything flawlessly. So very proud of her. With that, here is Julie.
Hello everyone. So I'm going to share on why CDs and books are important and how I find time in listening to CDs and reading books. So as you all know that the most important asset that we need to protect is mind, right? Because attitude is everything, and that's why listening to CDs and books are important. And education is key in this business. And how many of you have heard that educated IPO is never at the mercy of an ignorant prospect, right? So CDs and books will help you in that. And one thing is that upline is there to guide you and everything, but they cannot tell you everything. So CDs and books will help you in that, and you cannot scold back, right? Because we cannot scroll back to CDs or books. So that is, it will help you in improving your personality. And CDs, we have different types of CDs, success stories, leadership CDs. So you'll get a lot of nuggets about how to do retail, how to do contacting, and so many things. We cannot go to all the conferences, all the leadership that's happening, right? So that's why so listening to BSM will help you in that. And whenever you listen to a CD, write a note about it, and Smart Team will really help you in that. We can read others' nuggets as well as we can improve on ourselves too. And as you all know that we get demotivated. Sometimes we get demotivated, right? So listening to always have a CD which you want to listen to, which pumps you up. So we have in our cars a couple of CDs which we like, and whenever we don't get numbers or something is not happening, just listen to those CDs and it will boost you again. It will help you motivated. And everybody goes off track, right? But that is fine. But how fast you want to be on track, that is what important, and that's what CDs and books will help you. And how I find time in listening to books and CDs, it's like Sridevi and Sumita has set a great example with job and two kids. They are listening to more than 30 CDs and more than one book a month, so no other option. But how I find time is from morning. Most of the if you think about it, minimum you need at least 30 to 40 minutes in 12 hours to listen to a CD and 15 to 20 minutes reading a book. So from morning, I spend like 20 to 30 minutes in the restroom, bathroom. Then so we have kept a Bluetooth speaker, so it helps in listening to CD. We get some time in listening to CD there, and while going to office, 15 minutes and coming back 15 minutes, 30 minutes is done. We go out, then another 15 to 20 minutes going back and coming. So one CD is like a piece of cake if you really want to do it. And book is also like for me it's difficult to spend like 1 hour just like that to read a book. So what I do is I have kept books in restroom. So whenever we go to restroom, just 5 to 10 minutes there. So you'll get at least 15 to 20 minutes. So that's how, and self-tracking sheet helps. We have a self-tracking sheet attached. So when we see that we haven't completed like today's CD and book, then that helps in like reminding that we need to do that. And yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to share. Thank you, Mukhen Sridharan, for giving the opportunity. Back to the phenomenal host, Parag.
How many of you think it was an awesome training by Sanjay and Julie? See, this how they know how. Shobhan, last time in the open meeting, he called me on the stage. I don't know what he must be asking, right? So he just asked me a simple question: with whom did you not in the East? Whom did you not? He didn't invite. I told my sister. After that, I went to my home. I told you need to get registered under me. So she said, no problem, but I won't be coming in the open meeting. That's fine. No problem, but you need to register. So she said, no problem, I won't register. So first try to get your A list and B list completed. Once it's done, you can work with the C list. Or else the A or B list with someone else team, right? So now it's wrapped by the final end session by Murthy and Sridevi. Now Murthy is doing like this. It's the end closing session, whatever you say. So yeah, Murthy, he has been a mentor and a guide for me. Even Sridevi, she has been taking follow-up with all my prospects, the lady prospects with whom I wanted. She has been texting Vivian, hey Vivian, can you come? Are you able to meet me, contact me, like that? So this is how your leader guides you, right? Even how many times Murthy will be there with my prospect? 1, 2, 3. What if he has another prospect at the same time? So I need to learn how to show plan and everything. So he has been trying to explain me each and every step, how to show plan, how to invite them. So you need to dress up perfectly. If you don't dress up perfectly, how would you think like he is not dressed up then like this? So you need to show up on time before them. So they will, yeah, he's before us. So he must be doing something, right? You don't need to regret them like, hey, join the business, it's good for you. No, it's an opportunity. If they like it, they will join. If they do not, go ahead. It's not a still as Ravi and Aarti Chawla, they said there are still 280 billion people in the world, right? 10 lakh is gone, no matter, you have still so many left, right? So go ahead and start up in the business, okay? And please help me welcome on the stage Murthy and Sridevi Kosu.
Now give a big round of applause to Farhad. I was texting him, calling him in the morning, are you fine, are you sure? And like, Murthy, I'll do it kind of. He's like, I'm ready to do hosting, and he's like, I'm all prepared. But I'm telling you, what an awesome hosting. The way he edified, first time in the pace meeting. I mean, you can see the confidence in him. I mean, we're so blessed to have Farhad in our organization. I'm telling you, sir, sometimes a single contact, a single shake hand can change everybody's business, right? So that's what Farhad got all the bunch of IPOs and so much of excitement, retailing, crazy, 6 credit cards or 7 credit cards in a month. Nobody in our team did so far. And you know what, that's how it is, collecting blessings. I mean, if you pay enough price, that's what he did. And because he worked hard for several things. And that's why he's blessed with a wonderful team. Very proud of you, Farhad. Excited about you moving on this month. I know he's a brand new 300 TV this month. Already in the bag, so very proud of him. I know. Excited about it. I mean, how many of you enjoyed the pace meeting today? Right? So, in fact, how about give a big round of applause to Shobhan and Sunita? I tell you, it might be easy for, I mean, when you host pace meeting every Friday, I'll tell you, it's not easy to pace. So yeah, every Friday, just imagine, they both have to work, come back home and take care of things, Satvik, and then, but they're willing to do that, okay? Sometimes we just don't realize what uplines might be doing, what our crosslines might be doing, or maybe your downlines, okay? So, but we want to take thank to Shobhan and Sunita for everything that they're doing for hosting the entire pace meeting, okay? Really give a big round of applause to them, they deserve it. And of course, we just have to get ready and come over here, but they always take care of a lot of things in the behind the scenes. Again, one of the best pace meeting. I think everybody spoke awesome. Of course, Nitin and Pratibha, phenomenal job that they do. Very proud of them. Again, stepping up the plan. Every month they try. You can see them willing to change the way that the thought process, thinking, and work ethics. You can see them change. I know we have a promotion. We're excited to spend some time with them, putting some more pressure on them, but again, excited about Ajita. So much momentum. Okay, I was telling Ajita, you have 2 bodyguards now, both build up, and he has 2 different organizations. But yeah, they just had a sign up in other organization. Of course, Ajita, I'm very proud. I mean, no matter how busy she is with kids and everything, somehow she takes time out to connect people, retailing, always find solutions. Okay, so I'm excited about the growth happening in their team. In fact, my upline always says, if you don't have a car, find someone who has a car. Okay, if you're not Gen Y, find people who have Gen Y. And the entire team, of course, Vivek and Sridevi and Ajita, our team, it's all Gen Y. That's what exciting. Man, I remember me getting started as a Gen Y. Now when I show a plan, somebody's 15 years younger, right? I'm like, wow, that's awesome, right? So 15 years younger, can you imagine how your business is going to be? Okay, that's the beauty of this business. Your business, just imagine somebody at the Krantikara level, somebody signing up at 17-year-old. Can you imagine by the time he becomes Krantikara, how much of business you can actually, there's no other business like that. Actually, it will only grow more and more, right? So that's the amazing beauty of this business. Excited about again, a lot of growth happening. I mean, Sai, very proud of him. Gem of a heart, okay? And that's why he's blessed with a lot of momentum happening. I know he'll break some records in the team, and very excited about, proud of him. I know he moved up his job too. Congratulations to him, and I know good things are in place for a lot of people. Same thing with Tarun, congratulations. He's got a, moving to North Carolina, right? Yeah, give a big round of applause to him. He's got a new project to North Carolina. I know we miss you, but yeah, it's going to be exciting. Great things are in store for everybody. But again, I don't want to take everybody's name, but definitely now I think Sanjay did a phenomenal job. You need to see the notes he prepared, print out. I'm like, wow, it's exciting to see somebody prepared so much in depth. I hope all of you took notes, okay? So especially when somebody takes so much of notes prepared, that's amazing. Thank you, Sanjay and Julie, for pouring your heart out and sharing, taking this topic so seriously and empowering the people. And of course, Sanjay is like, should I really talk everybody's score? So I said, no, you definitely need to. Because again, Sanjay, when it comes to phone calls, I always look up to him. The way he actually confirms people, the posture he has, the script he has. I hope everybody learn. And if somebody's thinking, oh, I know all these topics, and if your pin is not changing, then that's a change you need to make. Okay? So if you say, oh, same inviting approaches, what do I listen? Okay? You can always learn. Okay? I was sitting here, actually I was taking notes when Sanjay was talking. Because you can always learn from somebody else. You should see how maybe my calls are different, maybe something else I can pick it up. So those are the things you need to ask. And understand, change is the only permanent thing in life. So be willing to change. But again, Sridevi is taking care of Mansi, she's going to join us. But I want you to understand, business is not complex. Okay? Business is simple. We make it complex. I've learned in the business, being in the business longer, I realized the more simple you make the business, the more easy to have signups. To be honest, I mean, sometimes we complicate. Maybe we need to show this plan like this. Maybe we need to understand. It's just a business. Why? You got to understand why you're doing the business. If it makes sense to you to do the business, why will it not make sense to prospect to do it? Are you thinking about again, I'm rightly jumping into a few things, but I don't have an agenda, okay, to the call, training. Sridevi and me, like, what do you talk? I said, we don't know who is coming in the PACE meeting. Let's see, based on that, we'll cover a few things. But couple of things, I mean, of course, from the things that's happening now, a lot of momentum happening, a lot of excitement happening. Again, the excitement doesn't happen unless you're ready, okay? It only happens when you're ready, to be honest. I mean, you can say, oh, it's a skill to be learned. It's probably lucky to find someone, or maybe the way their personality is this, or maybe their paycheck is this way. You might think, oh, this person, because he's got this community. You might be thinking all those things, but only question is, are you ready? There were times I was driving in the car to work and said, God, please send me the winners. I'm ready. When you say that, you know it actually. I mean, I'm like, this is the year. This is our year. We pray God saying, God, please send me the right people. God, please help me change my team to think the right way. I want everybody to grow. Okay, I pray for everybody to grow to the next level. And I pray, please do something so that they can change. Now, help us change so that we can empower people, right? So the question is, are you guys ready to think that way, that you're the next platinum? If you're ready, if your mindset is not ready, why would God put somebody else's life under you? Okay? If you're busy with your things, if you're busy with your mindset, why would God put somebody under you? Understand, it's very difficult to build a business, dragging it. It takes longer to build a business. It's easy to build it with the right mindset and getting it done fast. Okay? So first question is, you got to understand, sign-ups will happen. In fact, of course, we just showed one plan today, personal, this month, and that person got signed up. Same thing with when I was showing Farhad or Suresh, all these people. We're not, to be honest, like maybe 2 plans, 1 sign-ups. Okay? 3 plans, 2 sign-ups. That's it. But what I realized is, it's not about just the skills. Skills are great. I mean, you need to know the skills. But get the skills out of you. No, I think everybody here knows how to show a plan. But the question is, are you able to relate to them? Are you being yourself? Do you have questions in your mind that's stopping the prospect to think whether the business is right or not? If we have a question in our mind that the business is, whether you can build a business or not, when will the prospect think about, have confidence on the business? Okay? So I tell them directly, if you want to get started, great. If not, no big deal. Because I'm trying to give a Ferrari for $350. What is my attitude? If he doesn't want to take Ferrari for $350, it's his mistake. I'm sorry for him. Maybe he didn't even have $350. I feel sorry for him. Sometimes prospects say me, sorry Murthy, I don't want to get started. I said, no. Sorry, I have to say no to you. I said, no. Sorry for that you're not getting started. I mean, I don't know why you're missing out, but great opportunities. I really feel sorry for you. Because you got to evaluate yourself. How many options you have outside? If you X out yourself from your family, how is your family lifestyle going to be? Ask yourself. If you X out your life, you might have a big savings account. You might have maybe your parents are well off, taken care. Okay? Or, I don't know, maybe you have life insurance that takes care of your entire family. But is that what you want? How long will that work? Okay? Are you creating those assets? Life is same for everybody. Okay? Why is that some people are millionaires, multi-millionaires? Okay? Why is somebody not? Every day I go to office, I think, man, it's like a, for me, yeah, it's an IT job. It's all, we think we pay good. We get paid, but at the end of it, we are all laborers. When you see janitor, do you feel, man, poor guy working hard? You see, I mean, for little work, they have to clean the restrooms. But somebody else who is above us thinks the same about us. Did you ever realize? It's the same job. You might say, I'm a short IT consultant or whatever it is. But it's a labor. Anybody has badge, going to office, that means you have a job. If you're going, clocking in, if you have to go whatever time your boss tells you to go, that means we are laborers. I always visualize this. I remember one day when I was going to office, I was carrying this lunch box, okay, to office and carrying my laptop bag and walking, and my brother was on the Skype and said, man, all these coolies, in India, coolie means the people who put the constructing all these masonry, right? He was saying, all the masonries who comes, builds our homes, they carry lunchbox like you. That is true. They pack their lunch boxes, goes to the homes, build the homes, because they cannot go back home. But business owners doesn't do that. My dad, my brother, for them it's like funny to carry a lunchbox to somebody's office and eating, because you're logged in a job. For him, that's labor. I was thinking, every time I think about that, when I carry that lunchbox and say, man, how long will I do that same thing? Of course, I'm a hotshot masonry. Somebody else makes probably a little bit check, but for somebody else, I'm actually doing the same thing. If a CEO of a company comes, what does he think? Man, all these employees walking with lunch boxes and laptop bags and taking it. Come on, you got to realize why is that? Sometimes we don't realize it. The masonry thing, man, I'm getting good paid. There I used to get $5, now I'm getting $10. It's a good job. But I understand it's still a job. You got to think. You got to think why is that some people make money? So if you don't put that questions to yourself, if you're not confident that we have the best opportunity in passive income, if you're not, of course, some people might get luck, but luck only sustains for some time. Okay, but understand what other opportunities you have. Say you don't build this business, what other opportunities do you have to retire? I was sitting with Farhad's prospect. I told they're actually, of course, both works as engineers, successful in their careers, but also has a Shovan was there. I was there with them. They have a secondary, of course, business also. Okay, and they definitely make more money than me. 2 incomes, 6 figures, and then separate business. But I didn't have my self-image go down and say, oh man, you make more money, or maybe you're actually working more harder than me. No, I asked, what are the chances you retire if doing what you're doing? I said, I didn't say this one. I told them I can do a lot of businesses, but this is the only business which gives me a chance to retire, have financial freedom, have a passive income. So go with that passion, go with that attitude, understand what you have, right? Unless you understand the power of it, you cannot convey that to. Don't think about the nitty-gritties of 642, what to do. Sometimes I don't even show 642. The guy, as I said, I was talking to this guy, Swaroop, Canada, right? Just, he was ready to sign up. I said, no, wait till morning, think over it, only then you sign up. I don't want you to be obligated. Immediately after the presentation, he's like, I want to sign up, that's fine. I said, no, it's going to cost you some money, you're a student. He said, no, that's fine, I'll just sign. I said, no, think over it. Only if you're serious, let me, because I have to fly to Canada for you. I don't want to waste my time. And in a nice way, right? Next day morning he texted. I said, I'll give you 12 hours. Think and tell me. Next day morning he texted and said, I want to get signed up. Instead of me saying, oh, that's exciting, get started. Why should I? I said, this weekend, I want you to think also this one. You have to buy a function ticket also. It will cost you $200. Go to London. If you're okay with this $400 of Canadian dollars, then I'll definitely help you. My help will be there. But are you willing to do that? I'm not asking you to get started. Money is there, but it's up to you. I said, no, I'll go. So understand. So people will, if you give them, if you have the right cost, if you know what you have, people will get started. If somebody doesn't want to, I don't want to waste my time. We have the posture when you show the plan, right? Or you're only thinking about the next thing, right? So it's very important. So, so again, you need to. There's no secret to hard work. You got to work hard. Action, like somebody was saying, right? For her, somebody saying hope, but action. Okay, action is very much important. We got to work hard. There's no delegation in the business. I mean, me and Sridevi, of course, very proud of Sridevi also. A lot of every Tuesday we call. Of course, Suresh comes to our home because he's only off on Tuesday. But I mean, it's within our agenda. We still fit somewhere. 11 o'clock he comes in the night every Tuesday. We spend till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Just talk, eat food. Sometimes play table tennis, games. It doesn't matter. I mean, after the phone team, she did cook for all these guys and had food. Again, it doesn't happen just like that. You got to plan your day. You got to invest in people. In fact, Arun was here. We couldn't hardly spend time. We came to Houston, spend time. We couldn't, but we said, hey, come on over. We're going to temple, and we went to temple, watched a movie because we want to make sure everybody's taken care with whatever it is. I will tell you, our calendar is booked. It's not like business doesn't happen just like that. You expect just contacting and showing. You got to be always, is the business your dominant thought process? Okay, so it's very important. Okay, you got to have that abundance mindset. Okay, be willing to serve people. In fact, we go to Vivekananda Sridevi's home for the phone team. Every phone team, they have something. They go extra and beyond to serve everybody who comes. Okay, not just. I mean, of course, popcorn is great, but they go not just popcorn. They always come up with something every time. Last time I told Vivek, man, we don't want you guys to serve. We'll take care of the responsibility of bringing something to the phone. Okay, that's what it is. Having that abundance mindset to make everybody who comes to your home feel special, right? So, again, and don't delegate this business to anybody. It's your business. Okay, it doesn't matter how deep or what. If you want to grow your business, sometimes you might have 1 or 2 downlines. You might start saying, "Oh, they should start doing this." I understand they should start doing it, but if you want to go platinum, it's your response. Don't delegate it to somebody else. Okay. So you got to. The one thing Ganesh told us when we are going platinum in the business, he said, "Until you go platinum, every single person idea in your business is your person." Okay. That I take it. Now we are creating our own. We're like brand new IPOs trying to create again 7,500 points from nowhere, right? We feel the same way, building that. No, it's so understand that. Okay. So don't delegate to your downlines. Okay. So. Yeah, I know a lot of ladies are very proud of all the ladies who got 10 plus numbers. But before I cover a few things, I want to invite Sri to be very proud of it. Again, she went out also, got 10 numbers. I'm like excited. I was telling Shobhan, man, ladies get 10 numbers, guys can complete 4 numbers. We're done with 14. So, but very proud of it. Huh?
So let's start with just want to recognize how many of the ladies got 10 numbers. Can you please stand up? At least, I mean, thank you ladies for taking my promotion, Sue's promotion, seriously and getting it done. How many of you ladies at least got 1 number? 2 numbers? 7 plus? How many you got? 2 numbers. How anybody got 2? More than 2 don't raise, plus 2, right? You got 4. See, if this promotion was not there, do you think this lady would have gone, not just that lady, but even myself would have gone out to get those numbers? No. Hats off to all the ladies to take the charge.
I started telling about one more promotion. I said, this whole, in the month of February, even if you have 1 plan, let's ready. No, 2 plans, right?
No, let's keep this promotion for 1 month and then we can go for plan. This eventually will turn into plan so we can play on. I'm so proud of even Sridevi. I was not expecting these from the Shobhan and Sridevi to get numbers, you know, but I was completely shocked to see them getting out of the comfort zone and getting these numbers. So proud of you ladies, and Just now that things are, now you guys are moving on, you guys are stepping out of the home, right? So what's your thought process as a ladies? Are you thinking things are not happening, or are you thinking, wow, what is it? So have a harmony in home. So when I was telling Murthy, I was talking to some lady in the team, I was telling, I also went through that process, I went through that mindset. When things are happening, when things are not happening. But the thing is, we were never out of the system. And we always believed that one day, I never believed that we will go Cuba. Trust me, guys. With our personalities, lot of fear.
I know. I felt this pressure so many times.
Yeah, lot of fear. Lot of you have very good personality than us. Lot of communication skills better than us. But we never thought that we'll go Cuba. But we worked hard. We never want to let our uplands don't want to count on us. We always tell ourselves, okay, let's do ourselves. If they believe in us, for sure, we can get it done, right? So that's so have that mindset. Things may not be happening right now, but down the line it will happen. In fact, Murthy was telling that today. It's been every day if I track, I was just making who came yesterday, who came today. In fact, Mansi's schedule got messed up because today Ajit came home. Something, it may not be elaborate cooking, but something had to give if someone comes home, right? Had to clean something here and there.
And it's easy. He wanted to meet in Starbucks. I said, come over home because home is home. They see the kids, and of course Mansi sits on the prospect's lap.
Sleep schedule got messed up. I'm like, okay, she's happy, let him be around and all. So that's why today I had to go out and say, make her eat and things like that. But you know what, that's how we want to build a business. We don't want the hardcore, that this is how we need to build a business. Work it around your family. My family is different, your family might be different. Don't get pressurized, be happy. Manipal Reddy series, I would highly encourage you. What did he say? Happy go lucky. Always be happy go lucky. That's I was telling Murthy. In fact, I used to think, when kids are small, it might not be possible. When I was working, when the babies and infants, I was like, no, this is not the right time. But now if I think I have a school-going girl and I have a toddler, I can see both the kids, right? I don't see anywhere that when they grow older, I don't think I can build a business. Wherever we are, that's the right time we have to build a business. That's amazing, ladies. I would encourage each and everybody.
Yeah, we used to think after they grow up, things will be easy. But when we see Vivek and Sridevi, so many things that they have to think about their studies and a lot of things actually. I'm like, okay, this is a good time actually. So you see somebody else's example, and we know we have to kind of get the best out of what we have.
Yeah, and they are talking about Vivek and Sridevi, so proud of them. In fact, Sai Neha is in St. Louis today, representing our state, her university, right? UT representing her state. That's a proud moment. Yeah, that's really so. And not only that, she got 12. I forgot. 12 numbers because of there was a promotion.
And Farhad got 11 numbers. Misra got 10 numbers or something. I have to still find out, but who is the winner? Kind of. Yeah. They have a gift coming up.
There was a group, so Farhad said that I mentioned that I got 4 numbers a couple of days back. Then Farhad was like, I got 10 numbers. Then Murthy texted Farhad, don't get excited. Neha already got 12 numbers. So that was so fun building the business. It's and I was so proud of Murthy as well. If you there were days we used to pray, God, please give us somebody to work on. There were so many days, but right now God is abundant. God is so generous and so giving so many people.
And we are ready.
And we are ready. Of course, we are ready. In fact, I was like, to find a leader, of course, we need to find up one person. Do you know how many calls he made? How many to keep track of them? Sometimes people were going to voicemail. Sometimes people say, can you please call me back? So much of planning, and he's the only leader, right? So until we find a leader, so much of planning, and I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy. So that's why even when he says somebody's coming to our room, I'm saying, okay, no problem. Earlier I used to be like, you're calling him now. I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to make Mera sleep, I have to feed Mansi. So many questions. Things are not happening. You will go through. Everybody will go through. Nothing wrong in it. Agree. I also agree because I went through it. But as a man, are you giving that assurance to your wife that no, things will be happening? Single guys, you don't have nobody to pressurize you. You can do it.
That's why they can sleep.
And yeah, so many things I want to cover, but I know all the things we cannot control. I can't shout more. But ladies, don't take it this business lightly. Job is great, but I'm telling you, the Houston market alone, you don't never want to consider it, and not even just a market. But why do you want to always depend on your paycheck? You want to enjoy your life too, right? With kids and smell roses.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this video she sends to my parents and everything. And I sit in the office and like, man, wow, this is nice. I'm missing home kind of. She sends videos of dances and all these things that it's a lot of fun. Right? So you don't want to, at least the first few years of the kids' life, it's awesome actually. We're fortunate again. So thankful for all the hard work. Now we could at least get some benefits out of it.
Yeah, with this I'm so proud of him, and with this back to my husband.
Awesome, so proud of all the IPOs on the YouTube live. In fact, Fayaz from Chicago login. Again, he was unwillingly going to the function, last function. But after the function, guess what? One of the speakers said, Facebook, lot of waste of time. He deleted Facebook right in the function. Delete the Facebook app. Somebody who is committed to Facebook, it's a great decision. Like our upline Surupan P always says, successful people take the decision quick, but it takes long time to change it. And when Shoban went to Chicago, guess what? He had a couple of prospects. Okay, so if you're willing to do the changes, business will happen. Again, very proud of Fayaz. I know a lot of excitement happening in Chicago, a lot of momentum going to come from that side of the country. But again, so couple of things. You want to be focused. Okay, you got to be focused. The only way you can be focused is thinking about your dreams and goals. Okay, so you're focused about your numbers. Sometimes you have downlines. I upline, hey, do you know how much numbers downlines got? They don't know how many numbers downlines has. So you got to be focused on building the team. Okay, asking them or sometimes they we not. If I ask somebody, I mean, not about. If you ask somebody how many numbers you have, if they're still counting, I have 6, 7. That means you're not focused in the week. If I ask how many plans you have this month, and if you're thinking, let me count, that means you're not focused about the business. If you ask how many numbers you have in the open meeting, if you're saying who is coming, who is not coming, or what is happening, then that means you're not focused about the business. Okay? At every different level, you have to keep changing. I asked somebody, texted somebody, saying, how many people do you have in the PACE meeting today? Okay? Who are logged in? Who are going to PACE? If you're not, that means you're not focused. Okay? So you got to understand. So that's, you got to be focused. Business does not happen if you're not focused, right? But focus on the result. Okay? In fact, focus on the solution. Like Henry Ford, I was reading in last one of the standing order book. I don't know how many of you read it. They built a car. Okay? 6-cylinder car, wide, nice, Mustang or something, I don't know. But they built a car in a garage, and after they built it, they realized the doors were smaller than the car. Everybody is like, all the engineers, man, we built it, how do we get out of the car? They're very scared. Henry Ford said, break the gates and get the car out. He was okay to take the limitations out to get the car out. Sometimes we are blocked with this limitation. We are way good than, I mean, all of us are like diamond mindset, but our actions sometimes are like not even like charcoal, right? So we got to break the limitations that we have and look for the solution. So focus on right things. So it doesn't happen one day. Again, you just have to keep working. Again, sometimes you have to understand how to push versus promotion. Sometimes people say, oh, I cannot push the prospect. What if I said, I don't push the prospect, I only promote it. It's his decision, right? So you got to learn how to push versus promoting. If you know how to promote open meetings, case meetings, then business is a piece of cake. So last thing, retention. A lot of times people say, oh, I signed up people, then they do not stay back. Okay? Understand, retention doesn't happen. I don't know how many of you heard this latest panel of retention by Chapter Uma Katani. In that, Stephanie was telling, Stephanie Namoki, she was saying, retention does not happen if you have 1 or 2 IBOs. Retention happens when you have a lot of IBOs. If you have 30 IBOs, 20 people will retain, that makes sense. If you have 10 IBOs, maybe 5 will retain. If you have 3 or 4, they will not retain. Because people want to be part of a group. If you're not creating the group, don't talk about retention topic in your mind or in your business until you have at least 15, 20 IBOs. Okay? We lost hundreds of people, that's why we have hundreds of people in the team. So understand that. It only happens when there's a lot of momentum. Again, proud of everybody. First time, good to have you in the PACE meeting as an IPO. I know with kids and everything, but we need to take time out to come here. Great, I know future is bright. DBS is coming next weekend. Lock your can. In fact, People are coming from San Antonio, Austin, all these places to come to the BBS in Houston. The reason because we have the Diamond IBO coming for the BBS. And Thursday, Open TD and Superna. My God, I'm telling you, work hard. Just last phone team, we had like 11, actually 7, 9. But by end of first 2 days in the week, we had 11 confirmations from different people. And I had everybody in my calendar checking them just to text them saying, are you going to Open? How was the Open? Follow-ups. Calendar was crazy. Some people went, some people did not go. Rebooking the plans. I mean, if you're dealing with 1 or 2 prospects, be happy about it, of course. But again, so you got to be in the zone. You got to be in the momentum. Business growth does not happen just like that. You got to be focused. Okay. Again, like Sridevi said, if you're thinking whether this business, when will you grow in the business? I always believe it's husband's responsibility to give that confidence to the wife. If husband is in the zone, wife will look up to you and do whatever it takes. When Sridevi sees me doing all these things, no time for a lot of things, she's like, hey, bring over, I'll take care of a lot of things, behind the scenes. If I'm sitting at home and saying I want to watch a movie and I don't have a mood right now, why is the business not happening? I've been working hard, I'm tired, all these things. Do you think she'll be motivated? Not really. You got to be in the forefront building the business, okay? We're excited, folks. I'm excited about all the growth. we pray that everybody grows. This is our year. I know we're counting on everybody to grow, etc. In fact, next month, we are shooting for, not shooting, but naturally we're going to be in Platinum Elite. The reason we want to, it's not that, of course, not about achieving that level. Me and Sridevi said we need to reach this level to put the pressure on ourselves so that we can build the team. Because unless we have that goal, we won't have that goal so that our team can step up to be at that level, right? So we are excited. I know we'll be asking everybody to stretch and go beyond so that we can actually get to the next levels, okay? So I need everybody's help, okay? We need everybody's help to reach that level. Again, it's not our goal, but we want to make it as a team move up to the next levels. We want our team to be there. We want you guys to be on the stage as a new pin winners. We want more 600s, 1000s, and 1500s, 2500s, 4000 Eagles. We want to be there. We want to go Eagles so that we can set an example for the team. Okay? Of course, great. We're excited, folks. Be ready for the momentum. We want all of us to grow together. This team will be a role model team. And then Houston Open is going to see a crazy momentum. Okay? Be ready for it. With that, we are done and back to our phenomenal.
So, how many get like when you see like such a leader, it's awesome. And that's all for the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Send me the copy of notes.
Next month. Awesome.
All things, all things. How it's
It's a goal I need to stretch. That only can happen if I'm focusing on the
better now. Because it's not up and down. The problem is up and down.
I'm not saying it's easy.
Alright guys, we're cutting off the streaming.